Good morning folks, so back into our Steam Sale Summer 2017 guides, and this time around I'm looking at all the best games for under £10, and some of my most favourite games of all time are actually in this list. Starting off with Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon is a hardcore bastard game, but it's so good. It's such a great game. So what you do is you recruit and train up and then lead a team of different heroes, all with different abilities, weaknesses, strengths, everything like that. So you've got to kind of combine your teams, and you've got to try and find the best fits between all the heroes, and then you lead them into a dungeon. Each dungeon is different every time you go into it. There's different loot, different monsters, different challenges, and everything like that. It's an absolute fantastic game. It is such a great game. A very unique thing about the game is it places a lot of emphasis on stress of your heroes. So every time your enemies get hit or attacked, or something happens in a dungeon where they fall into a trap or something like that, their stress level will go up. Now sometimes this will actually make them go heroic, and they will pull out all the buffs in the world and they'll become an absolute hero. Other times they'll get so stressed out that they'll become an absolute menace, start damaging your own team, start damaging themselves, or just not doing anything at all and just being a fucking nightmare. Really great game. Such a great game with so much actually going on in terms of game systems and everything. The art style itself is absolutely beautiful looking at it, and the soundtrack I play daily at the minute because I am so in love with that thing. It's such a feeling of dread, but yet a glimmer of hope in there as well. So really great game. Darkest Dungeon is currently 60% off, going for £7.59, and it has just had a DLC release for it as well. Definitely worth the pickup. Next up is Killing Floor 2. Killing Floor 2 is a zombie horde survival game, and it is absolutely fun as fuck to play with a few of you. If you've got a good team of you and you're going against hordes and hordes of zombies, it is really good fun. If you've just got yourself though, if you haven't got any friends, then it's fantastic as well, because there's loads of servers about. Or if you just go solo in the game, it is doable solo, and it's still a very good challenge. Really good fun this. There's loads of different classes in there now. They've actually bolstered up the amount of classes. There's tons and tons of different weapons in there, from melee to rockets to explosives to just normal assault rifles. There's tons of stuff in there, and as you can see, there's new DLC coming up very soon for it. It's definitely worth the pickup at this low price. It's currently going for $9.99 at 50% off. Would definitely recommend picking it up. Next up in the list, I've already mentioned this in one of my previous lists, however this is the Game of the Year edition for Borderlands 2. This is definitely worth the pickup if you can afford it. £7.70, it's 78% off. That's a huge saving. Definitely pick this up if you've never ventured into Borderlands. If you haven't played any of the Borderlands, you don't need to play the first Borderlands. You'll be absolutely fine just picking up Borderlands 2 and getting straight stuck into it from there. There's a few recurring characters from Borderlands 1, but Borderlands 2 is its own separate story, so you don't really miss too much if you don't play the first Borderlands. As you can see, you get an absolute buttload of stuff coming in with this one, and for £7.70, all this stuff coming with it, definitely worth the buy, I promise you. You will not regret picking this game up. If you're into FPS, loot style shooters, it's definitely one to pick up. So Fallout 4 is next at 50% off at $9.99 again, and this game is absolutely incredible. I played so much of this. It's such a great game with loads and loads of mods now. There's people making mods to this game left, right and centre, which really does change the game. I was running around as Darth Vader at one point. It was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. Fallout 4 is obviously the next installment in the Fallout series though, and there is DLC out for this game right now as well. However, if you've just got $9.99, definitely pick up the base game, because it's going to be lasting you for ages, because there is so much stuff and so much content in here for you to do. And the replayability of it as well is very good, because you can go down different paths and you can get different endings and all the rest of it, and you can build your character a little bit differently each time you go through as well. I did do a melee run through of this game. It was very difficult, but it was very rewarding. I really enjoyed it. So if you're looking for a bit of a city builder game, then look no further than Cities Skylines. It's probably the best one, I would say. I would put this on par with Tropico just because I love the Tropico series, but Cities Skylines actually took me by surprise when I first played it. Really enjoyed playing this game. Just wish I had a bit more time to put into it, because these kind of games, you really get back what you put into it. So if you put the time in to actually build up your city blocks and you build up all your infrastructure and everything properly, you get some real incredible cities. It's incredible. Really rewarding game, really detailed, and you can do pretty much anything in this game. It's fantastic. Think about the old Sim cities. It's better than that, so much better. But the feeling of having a fully working city is just fantastic. I can't really describe it. Really definitely worth picking this up, especially for £5.99. It's 75% off. It's a huge saving. Definitely worth getting. So last but certainly not least for this video is Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. I have streamed this before and I have spoken about it before as well in other videos. An absolutely incredible RPG from Capcom, which took, I think, everyone by surprise when it first released back in PS3 ages and ages ago. It is a fantastic game, and it's one of the few games I've actually reviewed as well. There is a review video on my channel, so go back and have a look at it, because that will explain all the game and all the features and everything in a little bit more depth. However, all I'm going to say for this one is definitely pick it up if you're looking for a game that you can sink your teeth into, you can spend a little bit of time with, and you can really build up a very good character for it. It's currently going at £9.59 at 60% off. It's a huge saving again. Very worthwhile picking up. You will really enjoy it if you're into these style of games. So I'm going to leave this list here. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you pick up a few, if not all, of these games. If you do, then please do let me know down in the comments below what you think of them after playing them for a little while. I hope you've enjoyed this one as always, and I will catch you in the next one.